Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Last Son, and welcome to episode 19 of King of Puro. Today we're going to book Champions Tour Day 5 and Champions Tour Day 6 as we get closer to Test of Champions event at the end of this tour. We'll go ahead here and check the mail, and we get some notes about enemies, production changes. Sono had a body change type from tone to muscular. Sin had a change from he's just a regular wrestler now. Then we have two guys on our short list that changed their style and their body type. So go ahead and get rid of that. And we'll go ahead and advance into the event. We'll take the, auto booked. We'll go ahead and medal here once again through Blastacoma and Sudura-sen. Hey, it worked this time. They have no negative relationship at all. Excellent. We got a success finally with those two. Go ahead and add the main event here. It's going to be a tag team match. We'll just go ahead and hit that to get rid of it right now. We'll have Funakoshi and Toshusai. And we'll have them take on Furusawa. I'm sorry, I wanted Furusawa and Toshusai, not Funakoshi. Funakoshi is obviously going to be with Big Bruiser Finley, I'm assuming. I want to use Brody because of Toshusai. So we'll do this. We'll do Toshusai and Brody and the Funakoshi Furusawa storyline. We'll let Funakoshi pick up the victory, or do we want to give it to Furusawa? We'll let Funakoshi. We'll let him pin Toshusai. Go ahead and call it in the ring with a slow build, a decisive win, and we'll book that segment. So we'll now add a different match. Still think we're going to make it a tag match. Do I want to do a regular tag match or a 6-man tag match? Let's do 6-man tag match. And on one side, we will have Okamoto. And on the other side, we'll have Blast. But we're going to have Miura and Yoshizawa team with Okamoto. And we'll have Yokokawa and Sin team with Blast Tacoma. Go ahead and save this down. Yeah, that's right. Yokokawa got hurt last time. Swollen calf injury. Should we change that out? Could use if it's Sayakumasa, we could use Kamasaka Kiyotaka. I think we'll probably use Kamasaka and Kiyotaka. Or we could use if it's Sasai Okamasa. Okay. Go ahead and let Okamoto take the victory. And he's going to pin Okamasa. We will let it be an open match here. We'll script this through decisive. Yeah, I think we'll have to script it. And go ahead and book that. We'll add another match here. Just a tag team match now. Continue the Tori Yoshinaka Taku storyline here. And we'll let them take on what am I looking for here? Absent workers. Uh, they're working for Ali. Suchi's out working tonight. Spillane or American Cobras is who I was wanting to use. And I couldn't figure out why I wasn't seeing them, so they're working for another company tonight. So Tori and Taku again. And we'll let them face Narahashi and Animal Harker. We'll set this down to 15 minutes. We'll make it our steal the show match. And we will let Tori pick up the victory. Animal Harker can, take the pen. We'll script this match. I'd love to call it in the ring, but we'll script it. And decisive victory. And make it an open match. Go ahead and book that. We'll add another match here. What do I want this match to be? I'm thinking of changing this one out now. Would it work better with somebody else like Goto in it? Obviously, I have to get rid of that. Fix that now. Okay, now we'll add in another tag team match. We'll do Suki and a partner. And I think the reason we'll use Kikuchi here and then not the Yokokawa and that's why we took out Harker. We needed to use him with Big Bruiser Finley, so he can lose this match for Finley against Suki. We will have an open match. We'll call it in the ring. We'll do a decisive win, and we'll book that segment. We don't have a technical masterclass yet. I don't think I have enough technical guys to do a six-man tag. We could do Sotomura, Wolfsbane, or do I want to use Hirozi? I don't think any of these other guys really have a high enough technical. Do a technical masterclass. I really want Wolfsbane to win. We'll try keeping Sotomura strong to make him happy. We'll do an open match. We can't call it in the ring because of Wolfsbane right now. We'll script it and give us a decisive win to Wolfsbane. And we'll go ahead and book that. Yeah, he's still unhappy. So we'll have to go in here now and we'll have to try to protect Sotomura instead of keep him strong. So a little bit more of an extreme. And he's still unhappy. Sotomura is like considered, I think, either just well known or recognizable. And I get that Wolfsbane is unimportant, but he's our champion. But Sotomura won't even job to like someone like Furusawa, right? Won't even job to him. Uh let's see, Hirozi has a 54, Zawa 46. Okay, I just won't use Sotomura. And we'll get that rid of that. And I think we may lose a little bit on this match because of Hirozi's not as high in technical, but I really dislike using Sotomura sometimes. We'll change the referee out here just to make sure that we don't get penalized by the ref. And we get some notes here about people being overused or used far too much. That's unfortunately going to happen. We'll do an angle here. We'll do Maeda announces American Cobras will defend the tag team belts, basically. We call it the World Tag Team belts against Kamasaka and Kiyotaka. So we're gonna make that, match here. We'll give Maeda Entertainment. He scripted book. Set that up before the technical masterclass. Yeah, I think that's looking good so far. I think we're ready just to go with the pre-show match, and we'll be able to get this card down. Make sure everything's looking good. We have 1 minute to spare basically on the show. Really don't have a lot of room to do too much of anything else. I think we just need to add do an 8-man tag. And we'll put Hamasaka, Kiyotaka, Matsushita, and Matsuzawa. And we will reverse our filter just to get the unimportant ones. And we'll get Kasaka, Osaka. Do we want Kubo? Yeah, Kubo and Doi. Do I want a Sono? Let's go with the Sono. Go ahead and auto name, put it on the pre-show, drop this time down to, let's do 11 minutes here. And we'll give Kamasaka the victory. We'll do an open match, we'll script it, and we'll do a decisive win. And we'll go ahead and book that. I think everything's looking good now. Just checking these notes on that one that I was looking at. Check them all here. Make sure they all have the notes. I didn't forget something. Because I have before. I think we all have. I think we're good now. Yeah, I think we're good. Start the show. 662 people in Osaka come out to see us, and they are treated to the pre-show match here of Matsushita, Matsuzawa, Kamasaka, and Kiyotaka taking on the young lions of Kasaka, Hosaka, Kubo, and Isono. Gets to 49 as Kamasaka submits Hosaka with a triangle choke. Matsuzawa the 45, Matsushita 57, Kiyotaka 51, Kamasaka 51, Sono 34, Kubo 31, Saka 25, Kisaka 34. It's not a bad match. It's 49 rated. It's pretty good. The Young Lions are improving. So we can move into the main show here. 69 segment opens the main show as Maeda announces the American Cobras will defend their World Tag Team belts against Kamasaka and Kiyotaka. It gets us off to a strong start, gets the crowd hotter, so that way this match, the technical masterclass here, gets us a 50. So Hiroshi's technical skill did hurt us. As Hiroshi and Wolfsbane go here in the technical masterclass, Wolfsbane picks up the victory. Hiroshi only had 29 in-ring performance, and Wolfsbane had a 53. All because Sotomura wouldn't job. Move on to the next one. 67 rated. Suki and Kikuchi take on the Wild Ones, and Suki pins Enema Harker with a Mountain Suki. Kikuchi had a 50, Suki 71, Finley 62, and Harker 47. Pretty good match, 67 rating. I'm happy with this match. It'll move things along in the storyline. Pretty good. Get ready here to head on to the next segment. And we have Bunraku Kantori and Yoshinaka Taku taking on Goto and Narahashi. 70. That's awesome. Especially with Goto and Narahashi on the other side. It's Tori pins Goto with a flying forearm off the top. Taku with a 61, Tori 72, Narahashi 47, and Goto 45, but a 70 overall. Excellent job by these guys. Really happy with this rating and this segment. Crowd's buzzing. I'm buzzing. It's really awesome. I'm glad I changed and put Goto in there. And we move on to a 63 rated segment between Okamoto, Miura, Yoshizawa, Blastakoma, Ipitsusai, and Okimasa. Okamoto pins Okimasa after a brainbuster suplex. Miura a 49, Yoshizawa 56, Okamoto 71, Okimasa 46, Ipitsusai 35, and Akoma a 55. Ipitsusai being the weakest link. He's in time decline. His skills are rapidly declining. As we move on to the next segment, gets us to 75 here as we have Furuosara, Tashusai, Funakoshi, and Giant Brody in the main event. Funakoshi pins Tashusai with a butterfly backbreaker. Tashusai 65, Furuosara 75, Brody 54, Funakoshi 76, 75 rating overall. I'm happy with this. Hopefully we'll have a pretty good show at this. The main event here shined through. All four guys here put on a pretty good show and a performance for our fans. As we finish the show here, we end up with a 66. Increases our popularity in 7 regions. We do get those penalties, but I'm happy with a 66 and raising our popularity as we continue our way on to getting towards medium. Go ahead and finish this show up, check and see if there's any mail, and then we'll get ready for day number 6 of the Champions Tour. But we do get a notification. Tashusai wants a pay raise of $80. We'll go ahead and accept that. He's not making a ton. And we're now here at day number 6. We'll take a look at the mail. Toshinobu Taku has now returned from injury. So we can, use Team Taku now. Go ahead and delete that. Go ahead and get ready to head into the event. We'll make sure we're there. Yep, day 6. Tonight, we'll advance, auto-book this. We have a backstage incident between Yokokawa and Shiga. Yokokawa has failed to accuse picking up his share of the tab on a rental car. He's got to pay for it and reimburse his travel partners. Surprised Shiga didn't ask for alcohol because he always does. Metal will now take and try to work on Hosaka and somebody. So Hosaka, we could try Emoto. Maybe get him and Suguru. No, let's go Doi. Doi's working out. Go ahead and book this show. Make sure there's no absences like there was last time when the Cobras surprised me from them being gone and kind of taking it to where I couldn't use them against our guys here. So we'll do a 6-man tag. We'll do Furuosara, and we will do Tashusai. And we'll use Narahashi on that team. And then we have Funakoshi. We have Giant Brody. And we could use Goto. Say that kind of like Goto. But yes, I think Goto, proved with that 70 last time that he can, do good with these guys. So we'll let not Goto be the victory. We'll let Furuosara be the victor, and we'll have Goto take the pin from Furuosara. And we will have an open match. We'll have to script this one, though. We'll do a slow build and a decisive win for Furuosara, and we'll book this segment. I think that's going to be a decent main event. I'm hoping it'll be a decent one. We'll do a tag match here. We have plenty of storyline left. We have Reizan here, and we have Suki. We can even team them together here. Have Reizan and Suki team together against Finley and Blastakoma. So we'll put Blastakoma there, Finley there. Go ahead and save that. Give it 23 minutes. And we'll let Okamoto or Suki pick up the victory. We'll go with Suki this time. We'll let him pin Blast, Akoma. We'll do an open match. I think we can call it in the ring with these guys. Do a slow build and a decisive win. I think that takes care of a really decent, solid top of the card there. Let's do a tag match between Tori and Taku. And now we can actually use the American Cobras like we wanted to last tour episode. Go ahead and give this our auto name. We will drop this down to 15 minutes. We'll let Spillane pick up the victory over Taku to keep our champions, strong. We'll steal the show. We will have scripted because of Taku and a decisive win. So we'll book that segment. I don't think there's anything else I want to change about it. Obviously, we don't want the tag team titles on the line right now. We'll do another tag match. We'll do a tag view here. We'll have the number one contenders, Kamasaka and Kiyotaka, and we'll have them taking on Sin. I know Yokokawa is injured, so we're going to have to come up with a different. We could use Animal Harker because Finley's being used elsewhere. And we'll let Kamasaka or Kiyotaka. Let Kiyotaka take up the victory. And we'll have an open match. We'll script it and a decisive win for these guys. Book that segment. Add another match here. Could do Malicious Intent. So Wolfbane and Diaz teaming with Matsuzara versus Kikuchi, Suchi, and I don't really want to use Sotomura, so Okimasa has a pretty good technical still. Road Agent notes, we'll give Wolfsbane, obviously the champion here, will pick up the victory. Technical Masterclass. We will have an open match, scripted match, and a decisive win for Wolfsbane. Now we'll book that. We have all of our matches done. We needed an angle to go on beforehand just to warm up the crowd, or we could do a match, either one, but I think we'll do an angle. We'll let Tori and Taku, we'll script both of them on entertainment value. And this is basically going to be Tori telling Taku what he's been doing is he's been testing him. He is impressed with him. He's been testing him this tour, but there's one final test that he wants to put him through, and that is basically facing him at the event. So basically it's going to be a match announcement between Tori and Taku for the event at Test of Champions. So that's what this whole storyline has been. It's not going to be anything squirrely like them turning on each other or anything like that. It's just been Tori is impressed with, Taku, and this has been his way of testing him and imparting his knowledge. Final test remains free on Taku. So let's revise this, but Tori wants to test him with, gotta fix that, with a 1v1 match. Okay. Tori wants to test him with a 1v1 match with the champions. Yep. Okay. Gotta cut some of these down. We went over a couple. We're now good, I think. Yeah, 112 minutes. Make sure everything looks good there. Okay. Now we can add our pre-show match. 8-man tag, or do we want to do a 6-man tag? Let's do a 6-man tag here. Get rid of the unimportant people, obviously, right now. And we'll look at Sotomura and Ozawa. And we'll let Toshinobu Taku come back, or do we want to use Matsushita? We'll use Matsushita because I think Taku got hurt by one of the young lions, if I remember right. We haven't used Dreadnought in a while, so we use Dreadnought. And could use a Sono, and we could use, just checking here to make sure there's nobody that's like really lagging behind. Like Kinoshita's been off for 2 weeks now. So we use Kinoshita pre-show, and we'll knock this time down. Head into the road agent notes here, and we'll give the mighty Sotomura the victory. Open match, we'll script it, decisive win. I think that's what, I mean, Sotomura has to win or really be protected at everything and all this, and it makes it hard here. So take a look at the booking notes. I think everything's looking good, and we'll get ready to start the show. I think we're good. So 657 people in Kobe come out, and the pre-show match gets a 50. Sotomura, Ozawa, and Matsushita take on Dreadnought, Asono, and Kinoshita. Matsushita with a 62, Ozawa 31, Sotomura 54, Kinoshita 37, Asono 34, Dreadnought 23. Get some, momentum and wins for the veterans. Get some experience for the young Lion guys, and maybe getting them some popularity, taking on some of the bigger name guys. We'll move into Tori and Taku's angle. Gets a 56, as Tori tells him he's really been impressed with Taku, and he wants to test him one final time with a 1v1 at Test of Champions. Got the crowd hotter. Strong start. Sets us up for our next match in the Technical Masterclass. In our next segment, which is Matsuzawa and Malicious Intent versus Kikuchi, Tsuchi, and Okimasa. And Okimasa and that team loses as Logan Wolfsbane submits Kikuchi with a Boston Crab. This gets us a 54. Matsuzawa in-ring performance of 38. James Diaz 31. Wolfsbane 56. Okimasa 44. Tsuchi 57. Kikuchi 50. Not a bad rating. Diaz is not, strong in this, so that's why. So we move on to Kamasaki and Kiyotaka versus Sin and Harker. 51 overall as Kiyotaka submits Harker with a Kimura. Kiyotaka 52, Kamasaki 49, Harker 39, Sin 35 because they had no chemistry at all as partners. So we'll move on here as Tori and Taku take on the Cobras. This gets us a 73. Really good bout here. Superb wrestling as Spillane submits Taku with a kneeling Boston Crab. We have Taku with a 66, Tori 72, Spillane 60, and Malloy 57. Excellent match. Really happy with this. 73 rated segment. Awesome. I knew these guys were going to, pull down some rating here. So we move on to a 76 rated between Okamoto, Suki, Last Akoma, and Finley. Suki submits Akoma with a Suki Special 3. Suki had a 69 rating. Okamoto 74. Big Bruiser Finley 63. And Akoma upped his to a 58. We got a 76 overall. Excellent job by these guys. Hopefully the main event will not get overshadowed. And I say that every single time. I think it's going to be like a catchphrase, right? Move on to the next segment here between our main event. Furusawa, Tashusai, and Narahashi take on Funakoshi, Brody, and Goto, and unfortunately, it only gets a 68. As Furusawa gets Goto submitted with a Furusawa armbar, Narahashi with a 46, Tashusai 58, Furusawa 72, Goto 40, Giant Brody 52, and Funakoshi 71. Just not enough here for these guys to pull past that other one. 68. It's probably going to hurt our rating, but we'll finish this show here, find out exactly how much. 62, not as bad as what I was thinking it was going to be. Raised our popularity still in 7 regions. Pretty good there. Go ahead and finish this up. See if there's any mail. And then we'll get ready to close down the episode. We do have Taku's going to retire, and Kinoshita is going to be a star, according to Murakami. Well, guys, that'll do it for this episode of King of Puro. Join us next time as we do Day 7 and possibly even the event, Test of Champions. I'm Last Son. This is Last Son Gaming. Please leave a like, subscribe if you haven't, hit the bell notification, and I'll see you guys in the next video.